Om Sri Chinmay Sadguruvai Namaha. Hari Om students. I hope everyone is fine and everything is fine. Children, up to your 5th class, you just learn about social science. Only one part, means one textbook. In that textbook, all lessons included, term wise. But in your high school, as per our CBSE curriculum, you are going to be read 3 parts in our social science. Means first part is geography regarding our solar system, our plantation, environment, crops, all geological things. We are going to be reading geography. And the second part, second textbook is history related to past, about our freedom movements, about our early kings period, and about our early civilization. So all past construction of temples, important monuments, everything you are going to be learn in your history part. And part 3, social and political life. This is related to our society, political structure, democracy, elections. No need to worry, I will explain each and everything very clearly. So in one word, SPL we call as civics. We are going to be learn 3 parts: geography, history, and social political life. Today I am going to discuss with you about the Earth in the solar system, first chapter of our geography. Listen carefully, children. If you have any textbooks, follow the textbook thoroughly. If not, listen carefully. This is our solar system. See here, Sun, Mercury, Venus, our planet Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. These all planets along with Sun we call as solar system. Today our topic, our Earth and the solar system. So in what place our Earth located? What is the importance of Sun? What are remaining planets in our solar system? These all the things we are going to be discussing in today's class. If you have textbook, open your textbook, otherwise you look at the screen. How wonderful it is to watch the sky after sunset. See here, which time you like most? Evening time. Whenever you are looking at sky at night time, it's looking very beautiful. Sunset also. Because there is no high temperature, cool breeze, everything we like very much at evening time. One would first notice 1 or 2 bright dots shining in the sky, what we call as stars. Yes sir, at starting time, at the early evening time, most probably 1 or 2, hundreds, tens. After that, you are going to observe many stars in the sky. It is looking very beautiful. Soon you would see the number increasing. You cannot count them anymore because it is universe, millions of stars available, so we can't. We are unable to count them. The whole sky is filled with tiny shining objects. Among them, some are bright, others are dim. So which is closer to Earth, it is looking very bright. And which is far to the Earth, they are looking dim. It seems as if the sky is studded with diamonds. Already you have one poem also in your English. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. So these all stars looking like studded diamonds. These are studded in the sky. Beautiful sky along with stars at evening time. They all appear to be twinkling, blinking. Twinkling, but if you look at them carefully, you will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines constantly without any twinkling. Some bright stars are twinkling, some are simply standing like a moon without any shining. So they simply glow like a moon. If you observe with the help of this telescope, we can observe our planets also. You see here night time how our city looks like along with the stars. It is beautiful evening. Now we are going to learn more about our universe now. We are observing many stars along with moon. Along with these bright objects, you may also see the moon on most of the days. It may, however, appear at different times, in different shapes, at different positions. You see here, look here children. So, small one, going to be grown, big one, and full moon, again decreasing into no moon. So, at different times, different days, it will appear at different places. So while growing, so it is increasing the shape, and one day for every 15 days, once in a month, we observe full moon. So commonly we known as Paurnima in our language, or Purnima. A fortnight later, you can see it at all. It is a new moon night or Amavasya. So there is we didn't observe any moon in the sky. That is new moon day. There is no moon. From next day onwards, again we are going to observe small crescent moon, and can watch night sky best provided it is a clear night without moon. Amavasya, new moon or new moon day. Do you wonder why can't we see the moon and all those bright tiny objects during daytime? You know why? Because these stars are very far and in front of sunlight, these stars not visible to us, even moon also. At every time, all stars, moon are there in our universe only galaxy. But these are not visible to us at daytime due to sunlight. That is the reason. So only night time only these moon and stars available to us are visible to us. No, entire time it is there in sky, but due to the solar rays, these are not visible to us. When sunset, after sunset only, there is no sunlight, so that at that time these stars and moons again visible to us. That is the main reason. See here, our moon first quarter like this, after that waxing crescent, and going to be new moon. Again after new moon, again increasing shape day to day, After for 15 days again we are going to visible see full moon in the sky. So this is a continuous process that what we call as Purnima and Amavasya for every 15 days. This all happens due to the Earth's rotations and revolutions. The sun, the moon, and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Means our sun, whatever we are observing at the night time, moon, and other objects, planets together we call as celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. For example, our sun. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light which they emit in large amounts. So these celestial bodies like sun, they are very big in size. They emit very high temperature and these stars are made up of with gases. These celestial bodies are called stars. Example, our sun. Our sun is a star. It gives light to other planets and moons. So, celestial bodies are moon, sun and other planets together we called as celestial bodies. You see here the picture, children. Sun, our planets together and including other stars we call as celestial bodies. You must have noticed that all objects look smaller when seen from a distance. For example, how small an aeroplane looks when it is flying at a great height from the land. So when we are observing aeroplane, it looks like a smaller one, like a bird. Yes or no? It's the same way even our stars looking like small one because it is very far from the earth. So that is the main reason these all stars looking like tiny dots. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different groups of stars. These are called as constellations. Different types. Some are looking like star mark. Some are looking like bird shape. Some are looking like a circle. Some are looking like a straight line like this. So these group of stars we called as constellations. In our universe, Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Small Bear or Saptarishi. Ursa Major is the biggest one and Saptarishi is small one. Saptarishi is nothing but Sapta means 7. Rishi means sages, means 7 members, sages. It look like Saptarishi. It is a group of 7 stars that forms a part of the large Ursa Major constellation. So children, just ask your elder in your family or your neighborhood to show many more star shapes or planets and the constellations in the sky. A small activity children to you here. Let's try it. Definitely you will understand why we are not able to observe stars at daytime. Take for this activity you need one torch and one sheet of plain paper, one pencil and a needle. These 4 you need to do this activity. First, you take one torch and place it in the middle of the paper. The torch glass must have to touch paper. After that, draw a circle around the torch. After that, perforate the paper with the needle within the circled area. Within the circle area, you just pin that pin. It should be like a star. Now place the perforated circle part of the paper on the glass front and wrap the paper around the torch with a rubber band. You have to cover the torch glass with a rubber band, only circled one with small dots. Now just take care that switch of the torch should not cover with the paper. Then go to a dark room. Stand at some distance facing a wall, plain wall. Switch off all other lights in your room. Now you switch on your torch light. Flash it on the wall. Then these all tiny dots looking like stars shine in the night. That room, entire room will be flashed like a starlight. Small dots. After that, switch on all the lights in the room. All dots of light will be almost invisible to you. Why? Before these all stars are visible to you when it is dark. Now these all are not visible to you because of the light. Because of the light of your room. Understood clearly? So that you may now compare the situation with what happens to the bright objects of the night sky after the sun rises in the morning. So this is the main reason. So at daytime, most of the all 100% stars are not visible to us other than sun. Look here, children. Just now I explained about Saptarishi to you. So these are the 7 stars which are located in Ursa Major. See here, Marechi, Arundhati and Vashisht actually we called as, and Angiras, Atri and Pulastya and Pula and Krath. These 7 rishis together are called as Ursa Major. 7 saints or Saptarishi. Clear, children? You just observe the shape of these stars. This is one kind of shape. Constellation. In ancient Indian astronomy, the constellation of the Big Dipper, Ursa Major, is called as Saptarishi, with the 7 stars representing 7 rishis, namely Vashishta, Marichi, Pulastya, Pulaha, Atri, Angiras and Kratu. There is another star slightly visible within it. This one, observe clearly, this one we call as Arundhati. Arundhati is also a part of our Saptarishi constellation. In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars to know the pole. It is also, the North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star. It always remains in the same position in the sky without movement. So that most of the people in ancient times, they use this star, pole star. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of the Saptarishi. You will notice that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer stars and extended further, it will be point to the pole star. Understood, ma? This is pole star, ma. Pole star also spelled pole star, or also called northern hemisphere. So this North Star, the biggest, brightest star that appears nearest to either celestial pole at any particular time. Owing to the precession of the equinoxes, the position of each pole describes a small circle in the sky over a period of 25,772 years. You observe the circle here. This is our pole star, northern hemisphere. We observe this northern hemisphere because of this pole star. So it is visible from 25,772 years ago. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light like sun. They are lit by the light of the stars. Which one? Like moon and planets. For example, for our earth, there is no power of own light, so that we are getting light from sun. Such bodies are called as planet. Such bodies are called as planet, which depends on stars for light. The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, means wanderers. Wanderers means these planets are rotating and revoluting around the sun, so that these planets are called as wanderers. The earth on which we live is a planet. So as you know that our earth rotating around it and revoluting around the sun. So it gets all heat from the light. The light name is sun, which is our nearest star to our earth. If you look at the earth from a great distance, say the moon, it will appear to be shining just as the moon. The moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. Some are natural satellites. Our moon is a natural satellite. It is a companion of our earth and moves around it. Like our earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from the sun. Some of them have their moons too. For example, for our earth, what is the satellite? Moon. Like that, remaining 8 planets also, they have their own moons or natural satellites. So to get our communication, mobile operations, these also we are, for that purpose also we are using satellites, but those are artificial satellites made by humans. But these satellites are natural made, depends on planets. Our planets depends on star. Our star is moon, which is nearest to the earth. Observe here, this is our solar system. The sun, 8 planets here, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids from the solar system. We often call it a solar family with the sun as its head. See, observe the size of the sun here, star, and these all are 9 planets which depends on sun. So these celestial bodies we call as asteroids and meteoroids. So one interesting fact here, Jupiter, Saturn and Uranus have rings around them. You observe here, what is the one? Jupiter. This is the circle around Jupiter. And Saturn, you see the circle around the Saturn? Yes. And you see around the Uranus. This one also has circle, but for remaining planets there is no circle around them. Yes or no? Yes. So these are belts of small depths. These rings may be seen from the earth with the help of powerful telescopes. If we use powerful telescopes, we are able to observe these planets from the earth. Our solar system are here. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. This is asteroid belt. After that, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So here it is very interesting to know about our planets. Now, because I know you are interested to know about our planets, see here, this is the time to take one revolution around the planets, rotation periods of the planets. So these all planets rotating themselves and revoluting around the sun. See, Mercury takes 59 days for one rotation. One rotation, it takes 59 days. For one revolution, 88 days only around the sun. Venus, 243 days for one rotation. At the same time, 255 days for one revolution. Earth, as you know, 24 hours for one rotation, so that we are getting days and nights. For one revolution, 365 days. That is 1 year. For us, 1 year is equal to 364 days, 5 days. After that, we are getting, after 4 years, we are getting one leap year due to it takes 365 days, 6 hours. And then Mars. Like same, our Earth only 24 hours time and 687 days for one revolution. Jupiter 10 hours and for revolution 11 years, 11.9 years. So for Saturn 11 hours for one rotation and 29.5 years for one revolution. Uranus 17 hours for rotation, 84 years for revolution. You just observe, when we are going far from the sun, it takes huge period to complete one revolution around the sun. For Neptune, 16 hours for only one rotation and 165 years for revolution around the sun. These are very interesting, children. We just learn. Do you know, children? Sol in Roman mythology is the sun god. Solar. We are using solar means solar light based on the sunlight. Here solar means related to the sun. The family of the sun is therefore called the solar system. Earth and the solar system, our lesson name. So solar system is nothing but, solar means related to sun and system means these all planets, moons, stars together we called as solar system. Just to write down as many words using the word solar on your own as you can by using solar. So like solar lights, solar cars, solar bikes, solar electricity, in that way. And one more fact is here, humans have always been fascinating gazing at the night sky. Those who study the celestial bodies and their movements are called astronomer. The person who studied about the stars, our solar system, we call as astronomer. Aryabhatta was the famous astronomer of ancient India. Today, astronomers all over the world are busy exploring the universe. Day to day, they are trying to grab the facts, what is happening in the solar system, our astronomers. So even we have ISRO and our SHAR, So here many astronomers, they are working day and night, years of time to work out on our universe. So this one, our word geography present. We are discussing about a lesson in geography. Many words used in a language may have been taken from some other languages. Most of the English words present, whatever we are using, either we are getting from either Greek or Latin words. For example, is an English word. It has its origin in Greek, which relates to the description of the earth. It is made of two Greek words. G means earth, Ge. In Greek language, G means earth. We are studying about earth, so that, and graphia means writing. Graphia means like calligraphy, handwriting, beautiful handwriting. So they are writing about the earth, so that this word we call as a geography, geometry. Understood? Study of the earth we call as a geography. Study of the earth. Present we are studying about geography. Clear, ma? Children, today I am going to give you more facts about our sun and solar system. So the sun is in the center of the solar system. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. So that our astronomers unable to do their research on sun in regular days, so that they are using the opportunity of solar eclipse for their research on our solar system. So that day, at the time of solar eclipse, they start their research on sun. It provides the pulling force that binds the solar system. The sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the entire solar system. But this tremendous heat is not felt so much by us, because despite being our nearest star, our Earth is third planet. But even though it is very far from us, so that the sun is about 150 million kilometers away to the Earth. This distance made us very happy, because we are not very closer to the sun, so that we are not getting high temperature too. See here a few facts about our sun, children. What is the age of our sun? 4.6 billion years. Imagine 4.6 billion years. Our star looking like yellow in color. What is the diameter here? 13,92,684 kilometers. Means with our diameter of the earth, we have to multiply with 109 times. 109 into diameter of the earth. If you see mass in size, it is bigger than how much? Earth into 3,33,060 kilometers. Bigger in size. What is the temperature of the surface? 5,500 degrees centigrade. Imagine 44 degrees centigrade we are getting. We feel very hot. But 5,500 degrees centigrade here. What is the internal temperature? 15 million degrees. See, it is composed with 72% of hydrogen and 26% of the helium. Energy generation is thermonuclear fusion using hydrogen as fuel. Thermonuclear fusion as a fuel. And energy production equal to 100 billion tons of dynamite per second. Energy output is electromagnetic radiation. And electromagnetic radiation emitted by sun is called as solar energy or solar radiation. Visible solar radiation is for us sunlight, visible light, not harmful. Sunlight takes 8 minutes to reach our Earth, 150 million kilometers distance. It reached only within 8 minutes. And wavelengths between the red and violet are visible to the human eye. The shape of the sun visible to us is red and violet are visible to me. These are amazing facts about our sun. See children, here these all points you have to write down in your rough notebook or in any other classwork too. So these are visible to you. Write down all these facts about our sun. Next, about our planets. There are how many planets are there as we discussed before? 8 planets and 1 star in our solar system. These are our planets. These are all rotating around themselves and revoluting around the sun in these lines, circles only. These circles we called as orbit. What is the circles called as orbits? So if you observe here sun, and the first one is here Mercury, after that Venus, after that the blue planet, our Earth. So after that Mars, Jupiter, again Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So these 8 planets rotating and revoluting by using these orbits. So for easy memory, I will give you one small easiest tip to remind about our planets. So what is the one? See here, my very efficient mother just served us nuts. See, my very efficient mother just served us nuts. Means, what is the first planet? Mercury, M. Second planet, Venus, V. Third planet, Earth, E highlighted. See here. And fourth one, M for mother, M for Mars. Next, just for Jupiter, S for Saturn, U for Uranus and N for Neptune. My very efficient mother just served us nuts. So this simple trick made you remind about our planet of our solar system. So these all 8 planets in solar system move around the sun in a fixed path, what we call as orbit. So what is the nearest planet to our sun is Mercury. It takes how many days? As I discussed before, 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Venus is considered as the Earth's twin because I just before explained you the size and shape is very close to the similar to the Earth, so that we called as a Earth's twin star is Venus. Understood? So till recently Pluto was also considered as a planet, but in a meeting of the International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial objects discovered in recent past, may be called dwarf planets. So this is according to 2003. So like our Pluto, it looks like other celestial objects. So that it is not considering as a 9th planet of our solar system. Children, here the solar system fun facts will be given. Just look at this. Mercury closest to the sun. How many miles from sun? 36 million miles from sun. What is the average temperature? 750 degrees Fahrenheit, not centigrade, Fahrenheit. So for this, there is no satellite. That means no moon to this. And Venus is the hottest and brightest planet. It is 67 million miles from the Sun. So named for the Roman goddess of love, Venus. And our Earth, the only planet that has life. We live here. So what is the distance from Sun? 93 million miles from the Sun. Miles, not kilometers. 70% of our planet is covered with water, as you know. This is fourth one, Mars, the red planet. So 142 million miles from the Sun. 1 year on Mars is equal to 320 Earth days. 1 year means 320 days. Next, coming to Jupiter. This is the giant one, bigger one. So, on stormy planet, 484 million miles from the Sun. So, here gas is giant and largest planet. Next, coming to the Saturn. Knows for its rings 86 million miles from the Sun. So, around the Saturn, you just observe the ring. So, farthest planet that can be seen from Earth without a telescope also, we are able to observe this Saturn planet from the Earth. And Uranus, this is the coldest planet, 1782 million miles from the Sun, orbits lying on its side. Neptune, windy planet, 1200 meters per hour winds in Neptune. So it is 2793 million miles from the Sun. It takes 165 years to complete one orbit. Clear, ma? So these are some facts. Here some cool space facts also given to you. You just hold the screen and write down all these points, ma. This is about our solar system, part 1. Children, in coming classes, I'm going to explain you about our planets individually. So what kind of activities, what about the life, everything I'm going to discuss with you, children. Hari Om. Thank you.